Good evening, everybody. It is Patrick Vogelpool, your instructor. Here's our first essay for English 120, summer 2015. You've probably looked at all this, right? Now let's get into a little more detail. It's going to be 3 to 4 pages. Some of these might be closer to the 3 side because we're just getting started, and there might only be so much you can write without becoming redundant or just sort of adding filler. Does not include the works cited page, which we'll be talking about next week, if not earlier. Let's do Saturday, the 27th of June, right before midnight. Okay, so it's coming up, but you got some time. Here's the prompt. You have essays to read by Amy Chua, Tim Sanders. Amy Chua's essay is called Why Chinese Mothers Are Superior, and Tim Sanders is called Love is the Killer App. Both essays present provocative ideas, interesting ideas, but neither writer presents a flawless argument. Why? There's no such thing. There is no such thing as a flawless argument. We will see a couple this semester that get close, but even those can fall up short. So for your first graded essay, poke a hole in either Why Chinese Mothers Are Superior or Love is the Killer App. You do this by finding a 2 to 3 sentence passage in either essay. One essay, one of them, and one short passage that simply doesn't make sense to you. It just feels weak. It feels thin. It doesn't hit your ears quite right. It doesn't hit your eyes quite right. And then explain why that single idea is flawed in 3 different ways. That's it. Grading givens. I can't grade it unless it has the following. Summary of the article in question. Once you read the video on college essays, you should have a very good idea on how to write the summary, or of how to write the summary. Thesis that reveals what you will prove and how you will do so. So you're not just going to give us a general thesis. You're going to be very specific. Here's the passage, it's wrong, here are 3 reasons why. And then you'll have parts of the body that support each reason. Body that remains on topic, works cited page. The paper will be in MLA formatting and standard 12-point font. It's not that hard. Make sure you watch the Purdue University videos for more information. Also, just go to the Purdue OWL. Google Purdue University OWL. Purdue is P-U-R-D-U-E. University OWL. O-W-L. And click away on all of its sections related to MLA formatting. It's the best available resource, and it's free. Grading rubric. The more emphatically I can answer yes to the following questions, the more points you will earn. Half the paper is quality of your argument. Is your summary brief but accurate? Is your thesis clear? Do you have enough evidence? And does your evidence make sense? So don't just write to fill up space. Okay, when we have conferences next week, if you have a section that's light, that could use some beefing up, I'll show you how to do it. I'll explain to you how to do it. Avoid stereotypes when possible. So Chua has an implied stereotype when she says why Chinese mothers are superior. Implied is that all Chinese mothers are superior to other mothers. We don't work in generalizations because generalizations are just, in many times or in many cases, just stereotypes, and they just fall short. They're not true. Is the argument organized? So if you tell me you're going to prove X, Y, and Z in your thesis, make sure your body proves X first, Y second, Z third. Does your conclusion answer the question, so what? And do you use 2 to 3 quotes from the essay in question? They don't need to be huge. So you'll have 1 quote definitely tied to your thesis, and they just need 2 more. They can be a sentence long if that's all you need. They can be 4 sentences long if that's what you need. Sentence quality. Avoid wordiness, poor word choice. You'll be getting more videos next week on sentence clarity. Do you use commas correctly? Oi, I know. you're going to be okay. I have a video for that too. Do you avoid slang? No YOLO, bay, stay fleek, YOLO, bay, fleeky, none of that stuff. Do you avoid contractions that do not indicate possession? So no don'ts, it would be do not. Now if you want to say Chua's essay, that's fine, because the alternative would be the essay of Chua, right? That doesn't make sense. MLA format, headers and page numbers in the right place. Do you introduce quotes? So quotes just don't come out of nowhere. You give us a little bit of background about what's going on in the essay before we get the quote. And if you need to explain the quote with a couple sentences, you do that too. Maybe 3 sentences. Are quotes cited and formatted correctly? We'll look into that. Do you cite paraphrases? And is your works cited page excellent? Here's some tips. I lay out exactly some things you should do. The most important thing we should cover right now is the arguments. You want to make sure your paragraphs, your body paragraphs, which, build your argument, right? They need a topic sentence that is the main idea for the paragraph. It's the one thing you're proving. Then you need to explain your topic sentence. You might need a couple of these to prove your point. And for every explanation you offer, you need some examples, real-life examples, or examples from the reading in question, the experiences of people you know, or history, or literature, whatever, to support your explanations, okay? So you can't just write something and not prove it in a paragraph. You got to back it up. Back it up, back it up, back it up. And I'll let you know if you got too much. I'll gladly let you know. You want to take 2 days to make sure you're avoiding unintentional plagiarism before submitting the final draft. It's summer, so maybe it's a full day. Take at least 1 day to review your sentences before submitting your final draft. It's summer, maybe a half a day. Next week, we will have conferences by phone. I'll send out the schedule later this week. And Saturday, 27th, it's due. All right, folks. Again, I'd encourage you, just reach out to me if you need help. I'm more than happy to help. I really enjoy reading essays for English 120. Maybe I'm crazy, but I really enjoy reading your work, and I like seeing how students think and helping you learn to think better and clearly. All right, hang in there. Let me know if you need anything. Good evening. Bye-bye.